Production of the carving and the wood grain. As you see here, our material is dispensed rapidly. Consistency and feel of oak. There are different formulas to give the appearance and weight of other woods, such as pine or teak. We can match the consistency, weight, and color of almost any wood. When this particular material is cured, it will have the color and hardness of white oak. The curing process has already begun. We place a board on top to give us a flat rear surface, and on top of the board some weight in the form of a bucket. The pressure that is applied here is very slight compared to the pressure of the dispensing machine. Once again, this is the reason for the coat of thin material brushed on first. Now we will wait for the material to cure and harden in the mold. As we now take the material out of the mold, you can see the pliable rubber-like material of the inner mold. It can also be seen that the veneer effect of the layer of thin material and the normal production material are completely bound to each other. This type of mold can take over 50,000 impressions before the inner structure is replaced. Impervium has been created so that its qualities are exactly like wood. The trained carpenter need not change his working habits at all. Here we see that it can be drilled. This is a standard woodworking drill, not a metal or special drill. The holes are clean on both sides of the wood, and the shavings have the same quality and feel as wood shavings. This type of curve in plastic or fiberglass would be impossible with a bandsaw. The material would melt and jam the saw blade. With impervium, while on the job, impervium can be cut with a regular handsaw. Impervium nails like wood. Unlike wood, however, it will not split, as the fibers are not unilateral, but rather multidirectional. This creates a better nail pull resistance too. A real drawback with other substitute materials is the inability to sand the finished product. See, of impervium, we have also found that it tends to take longer to clog the sandpaper than with natural wood sawdust. The ability to route or to chisel slots for hinge plates or to clean edges for close fittings is extremely important to the carpenter during installation. All these techniques are required if the ordinary workman is to use our product for skills and tools with which he is already familiar. Perhaps the ability to carve a notch, as is demonstrated here. Filing, for instance. And now for the finishing of the piece. When the product comes out of the mold, very little wood grain is noticeable. Although impervium is a closed cell structure and therefore impervious to water, infestation, rot, mildew, and termites, we have made allowance for the use of stains and paints. Just enough porosity is built into the surface, but an ordinary furniture lacquer can be used to bring out the color and warmth of the original wood being duplicated. Now, all the grain features of wood stand out. Of the carved piece. Its resemblance to the original is exact. It can further be waxed or shellacked. With fire retardant impervium, each tiny fiber has been treated. It is impossible to leach out the extra minerals and chemicals. Make flame on the impervium shake for hours with no discernible damage to the material. You will notice a slight glow on the surface, which disappears immediately after removing the flame, with no resultant burning. Impervium extinguishes itself.
called impervium. Wood you see here has been man-made from organic fibers like hemp for 15 years. And they performed a test for firefighters first with a torch 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, then up to 6,000 degrees. The wood extinguishes itself. Impervium has passed recognized laboratory testing and must now be approved by the city's building code department. After that, it could hit the market in about 4 months. But the fire marshal said even at this point, he's impressed.